Hello YouTube friends, how's everybody doing? Tutagamon here, welcome to another one of my benchmarking videos. In this video I'm going to benchmark the controversial Assassin's Creed Unity on a single GTX 1070 paired with a Core i7-860. As always, this video is recorded on an external recorder at 60 frames per second, so what you will see in this video will be pure performance. The Core i7-860 is overclocked to 4 GHz. Let me stress it a little. There we are. GB of DDR3 memory, and the graphics card is a single GTX 1070 made by KFA2. It is the EX model running on the latest firmware, and it is also a little overclocked in order to reach 2 GHz of core clock. For this benchmark I'm going to use a custom gameplay session which I will benchmark with fraps. We will see the basic result in this file and some analysis at the end of the video. So let me launch the game and let's see how it performs. Okay, the menu does have a little problem. Sometimes it does not display the relevant info, so I'm just going to jump to my benchmarking location and I will show you the settings there. Of course, I'm using the same settings as I did on my previous GTX 1070 video, of course, which is the Ultra preset without the multi-sampled anti-aliasing, but I will show it, of course, nonetheless. I want to be clear with what I do in my videos. Okay, the game has loaded. Before I jump to the benchmark, let me show you the options. Graphics, yes, I'm using 1080p resolution, of course. Graphics quality is at custom. I will show you exactly why that is. I'm using basically maxed out settings, not maxed out, the Ultra preset to be exact. But I have reduced the anti-aliasing to FXAA instead of 4 times multi-sampled anti-aliasing, which is the normal for the Ultra preset. Aside from that, everything else is maxed out. The game is loaded. I'm starting the benchmark. I was getting a little higher performance on the 2500K on this exact scene, but let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Guys, don't fight, please. Keep it civil. Here.
Will, my friend. Hello.
What? Hello. Goodbye. Okay, everyone's dead. Geronimo!
You have them! I can make the death masks and be safe. Oh, what a world in which we live.
Now the load of the CPU will get a little higher. I'm not going to engage these guys. They were not there in my previous run, so I will try to avoid doing anything that was not there before. Although, believe me, I want to.
Get over here, you runt! I've got a bloody message for you!
Very good. So, this is the end of the benchmark. This one is not very lengthy, but it still provides some invaluable data. 88 frames per second for the i7-860. It was higher for the 2500, I believe around 100 and something. I will load up the benchmark in a few seconds and we will see that together. So frame rate and the frame times are quite decent. No real problem. The GPU usage is at 98%, as you can see, which does indicate a platform limit. It is not exactly a CPU limit, or it could be. We can see that the CPU usage is very impressive for the hyper-threaded Core i7-860. Indeed, a well-threaded game. It reaches up to 90% at some points. For the outdoor section, after I delivered the heads to Madame Tissot, the CPU is overall quite high. Very nice. We can see the CPU usage overall in this graph. quite high. It is nice to see hyper-threaded cores being actually used and not just sitting there. The CPU temps are fine even during the highest load. GPU temps are also quite decent. RAM usage at 4.1 GB. The core clock of the video card is at 2 GHz. Okay. Memory usage, video memory usage, that is at 3.5 GB. Quite a lot. No limits hit whatsoever for the 1070. And now let's go to flat and load up the benchmarks. So I have Assassin's Creed Unity with Ultra, no MSAA, GTX 1070 with the i7-860. I need this file, the recent one, 88.4 frames per second. Okay, and let's go to load also my 2500K run, which is on my network drive. I want the ACU. The most recent ACU is this one on the 1070, yes, 103, I remember correctly. Okay, so overall the performance is quite better on the 2500K, but still the H60 did manage a very decent performance with equal variability and lower stuttering actually, which is very encouraging. So let's see the graphs. Very good performance, indeed very little stuttering from frame to frame, and also at very low frame time values, very low millisecond values. We do have some more stuttering during the outdoor section, which impressive and expected actually. Time spent beyond 16.7 milliseconds is absolutely 0.01%. Only 2 frames were actually slower than that. Excellent performance from the H60. I'm very happy from this run, and the histogram also paints a very beautiful picture. Everything is less than 15 milliseconds actually, with a lot of frame data at around 12 milliseconds. Very good performance. And let's see the two comparisons. The 1070 with the 2500K was just a little longer, but that is besides the point. We can actually see what yes, the frame times of the Sandy Bridge were a little lower clearly in the black, but overall the performance of the H60 was really very good. They are very close in the milliseconds, only a couple of milliseconds difference, and that is at very low milliseconds. Let's see the frame rate graph, which again shows the 2500K to be a little faster, but both systems are managing very good frame rates. I believe the i7-860 will run this game without overclock at 60 frames per second very easily, but with the 1070 of course, and I believe with the 970 it was also very good. I don't have that benchmark right now, it will be difficult to find it. I mean, anyhow, I want to compare these two systems for now. Min, max and average is quite similar, with a little faster average and maximums on the Sandy Bridge processor. Very close for the minimums. Very impressive, very stable performance. Variability and stuttering also very close, exactly the same stuttering, no surprises here thankfully. And the variability is also very close, only 0.1 milliseconds difference, nothing really, exactly the same. The percentiles shows exactly what I told you before. We have a couple of milliseconds difference for the whole run, nothing too serious. Actually, it is 1.2 milliseconds difference for the 99th percentile, and about the same for its lowest frame times. Very good performance. I'm very happy with the 860. From what I can see until now, this chart is broken. Is what no. And the comparable frame rate overlaid with the variability and the stuttering. Beautiful. Only 10 frames per second difference for the true perceivable performance of both systems. Very decent performance from the Core i7-860. I really hope I will see more like that. I have many more games to benchmark and quite a lot of work to do yet. So stay tuned, my friends, if you are interested about an old Linfield processor accompanied with the GTX 1070. I will see you on my next video.